Today I am going to simplify the Jobseeker stimulus package. I'll also talk to you about how Realise Help Business can also help you in your small business. I'm Jacqui Attard, the CEO of Realise Business. Realise Business is a not-for-profit organisation that is funded by the state government to deliver the Business Connect program and the federal government to deliver the ASBAS digital advisory service. I have a team of 18 advisors, and over the last 3 weeks they've been working at full capacity, helping you deal with the challenges that COVID-19 has presented for you in your business. And what I know for sure is that a lot of you are in overwhelm, a lot of you are very stressed, a lot of you are making really heartbreaking decisions and decisions that I don't think any of us ever expected to be making in our businesses, in our time. Our role is to provide you with guidance, support, advice, so that you're making the best decisions for your business. So let me talk to you about the Jobkeeper stimulus package. It's going to be in place for 6 months. This package is a $1,500 before tax per fortnight payment for employees of businesses, not-for-profits, and charity. The good news about this payment for the self-employed and the sole traders, this is a payment that you are also eligible for. Now, the criteria, whether you're a sole trader or whether you're a business, you will need to have been in business for at least 12 months, because you're going to need to demonstrate that you've had a reduction in turnover. And when I read the guidelines, it's a reduction in turnover for a similar period. And they are, at this point in time, it's saying month on month. However, with all these stimulus packages, there is the finer detail gets ironed out. But at this stage, what I would imagine it looks like is that if you looked at March 2020, does March 2020, is that 30% lower in turnover than March 2019? If it is, then you're eligible. The other criteria, of course, is this is for businesses that are turning over less than $1 billion. So if you're a sole trader and you've been working for 12 months, you're eligible. So I would go online to the ATO and register your interest. Now, the good news for sole traders is there's no asset test and there's no income test. So if you tried the Jobseeker stimulus, you may have missed out if your partner was earning an income greater than $80,000. Or so this payment is potentially a easier one for a sole trader to apply for. So if you're a business with employees and you meet the eligible criteria, which is your turnover is 30% less this year than it was for the same period last year, this payment is for your employees. So it's for full-time employees and part-time employees that were employees of yours as of the 1st of March 2020. Casual employees are also eligible for this payment. However, they need to have been regular casual employees in your business for 12 months from the 1st of March 2020. So the payment therefore then is a minimum payment of $1,500 per person. Now, I'll go through a few scenarios to try and make it easier for you. So if you have scenario 1, which is an employee that is earning more than the $1,500 per fortnight. So if you have an employee and they're earning $2,500 per fortnight before tax, as an employer, you just pay them as you would normally. You then will receive the Jobkeeper payment of $1,500 per fortnight as a subsidy towards that employee's salary that you pay. Now, scenario 2 is if you've got a part-time employee and they're earning $1,000 per fortnight. So as an employer, you pay them the $1,000 per fortnight, and you are then required to pay them the extra $500 that you received as a result of the Jobkeeper package. So that goes to your employee. Now, the Jobkeeper package you're not required to pay superannuation on that. So if you're paying the extra $500, you're not required to pay the super guarantee on that $500. You can if you wish, but you don't have to. Now, the other good news with the Jobkeeper package is if you have had to stand down employees, so if you're in hospitality or if you're in the beauty and hairdressing industry, and because you've been forced to shut down, you've stood down for employees. If they meet the criteria, meaning they were employees of yours as of the 1st of March, you can actually apply for the Jobkeeper payment for them. And then you will receive that payment on their behalf, and then you will distribute that payment to your employees. Now, with that payment because you're receiving the full $1,500 and you're paying that to your employee, you're not required to pay the superannuation guarantee. However, it's discretionary. If you want to, you can. So they're the 3 scenarios. What also we know is that the payment will be received in the first week of May, and it's backdated to the 30th of March. So you'll be paid in the first week of May for the 2 last days of March and the whole of April. It will be administered by the single touch payroll and the ATO, and it's linked to tax file numbers. So to register, the first step is to register your interest with the ATO, and we've got the link at the bottom of the video that what you'll be required to do is give business details, ABN and a phone number. You'll then hear from the ATO, which will then ask you for more details. You'll have to provide the tax file numbers of the employees. You'll have to nominate the employees, and you'll have to provide the tax file numbers. Now, if you're a sole trader, you would nominate yourself and you'll provide your own tax file number. What you will also be required is to complete a declaration of your recent turnover, and every month you'll be required to provide that to remain eligible for the payment. From the previous stimulus packages, if you were receiving the Jobseeker payment, then you can't receive both. So if you have employees that qualified for Jobseeker and you've applied for Jobkeeper, they would have to inform Services Australia that they are qualifying for Jobkeeper, because it's going to impact Jobseeker. So it's only one payment per employee. However, what we don't know, and we've made inquiries, is does this impact the apprentice subsidy that came out in stimulus package 1, where if you were employing if you had apprentices on your payroll, you were entitled to a 50% rebate of their salary up to $21,000 up till September. So that was backdated to February. So we don't know if you qualify for both, but we have made inquiries, and I'll keep you updated once we're informed of that. So finally, I hope that has simplified the Jobkeeper package for you, and but we're here to help and support you. We have, as I mentioned, business advisors that are funded under the state and federal government. We have removed and waived any out-of-pocket fees, and there's also been extension to hours that people can access our services for. So we want to be there for as many people as possible. We want to help you make really wise decisions for your business, and we have really well qualified business advisors that are seeing lots of businesses, have lots of examples, are very innovative, can help you with looking at different ways you can approach the market now, the best ways to hibernate your business if that's what you need to do, and other ways that you may not have thought of for your business. Every day I'm hearing some great examples of the ways people are innovating their business, and it encourages me that the resilience of and the way people are just moving forward at this point in time. So I want to thank you again for watching this video, and if you require any of our assistance, our links are at the bottom of the video, and I really want you to stay safe and do what you do best, and that is be creative and resilient in your business.